Hey there, everybody. Hi, J Dubs. Hi, Christy. Hi guys. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the evening, also known as the Taropist. Anything that you would need to know about my channel or myself, guys, you can either find in the About section, also known as the description, channel description, maybe. The description box below is another place you can check, and you can also check out the community tab. Guys, don't forget that I do have a Facebook page, business page under the Taropist. I think that might be linked in the description, channel description, as well as a TikTok. And I do have an Instagram. I'm not real sure how to use it, or I just, all I really do is reuse my other content on all of these platforms. So anyways, guys, we're just kind of repurposing everything. Anyways, we are going to do whatever comes through for each and every single sign here. And there are some ways that you can be sure that I'll be more likely to pick up on your energy. You guys, my words are coming out a little jump like backwards and not how I'm trying to say things. So this will be an interesting, although sometimes when I feel this way, I channel better. The reason why I'm here doing a reading this evening is actually because I kept getting so much information. I was like, my word, I should be doing a reading. And it has been a few weeks since I've been here with you guys. And that has to do mostly with personal things going on or that were going on and in my family. So we've gotten through those times, tougher times, and I'm going to try to be here as often as I can again. But especially when I'm feeling like I'm very channely, I just feel like sometimes there's a lot of messages coming through, and I don't want to miss out on anybody receiving those messages. So guys, I'm gonna get my chat up here so I can see if anybody's here at the moment. Um, and anyways, what I was trying to say, and I think I kind of jumbled it up, was if you would like me to be more likely to pick up on your energy in this reading and future readings, you can always engage with the channel in some way. It's called energetic transference, and I did take um, that name or phrase from a really good tarot card reader here on YouTube. Her name is Infinity, and her channel is Magnetize Yourself. And that there are a few of my favorite readers and then my favorite healthcare folks listed on my home section, my home tab. If you scroll all the way down, some channels that I recommend and that have been very beneficial for myself, my own healing and growth. One of them is Magnetize Yourself, and she is who I got that phrase from, energetic transference. But it is a way that it would be more likely for me to pick up on your energy is liking any of the videos, commenting on the videos, of course, liking or commenting on any of my community posts. All of the above is another way that you can transfer your energy as well as support myself and the channel. Okay, guys. And I think that's about it. Always take whatever resonates in these readings and leave the rest. You can check your sun, your moon, and your rising. Of course, you can check any placement of yours, or you can check signs that aren't anywhere in your chart. And they may resonate for you, especially again, if you're either here in the live chat is another way that I've had people, been able to pick up on somebody's energy. You don't have to even say anything in the chat, just kind of bringing your energy to the chat or bringing your energy to the live reading is a very potent way for me to pick up on your energy. And of course, the most potent way of all is just by subscribing. Okay. If you would like to be here for my other lives and of course my short reels and things like that. Okay, guys. And I still haven't gotten here. I'm going to just give you a little warning. My chair makes noises, guys. And I swear to God, it's my chair. But it does sound, I can, when I've listened to I go back and listen to my own reading, guys, to see if there were any messages for me, because when I am channeling, I don't really hear or acknowledge, like it's gone later, right? So I have to go back and watch the reading to see if anything resonated for me. But anyways, guys, let me just get into the chat here. But my chair is so obnoxious. I'm like, wow, that really picks up on the camera well there. Hi Taylor. Hi, J Dubs and Christy. Again, I did already say hi to you. Okay, guys. And we are going to get started here. Aries, Happy birthday, gorgeous. Oh, let me just click on the banners though. Where's my thing? I don't want to go downtown. Okay, guys. Aries. Aries, happy birthday, gorgeous. Melissa here. Gonna do a little reading for you. We are gonna get one of these. Whoa, guys, sorry about that loudness. One or some of these selenite cards, no, moonology cards, and then we're gonna get some of the light spheres tarot as well. We are just gonna get quick and crucial messages, guys, whatever comes through. And then, of course, yeah, whatever channels through on top of what cards come through is what we're going to get. The energy is gaining momentum here. You're like that. Well, it's because it's your season. First of all, happy birthday. I think I already said that, but I just am so happy to be here in your birthday season, Aries, because I always get to feel what it feels like to be an Aries, all Aries season long, usually. Just a lot more energy, a lot more ambition, not so lazy like I usually am. Not maybe so overwhelmed. It's almost like clarity or my ambition is clear. And I'm so sorry. Let's get back to your reading. Okay. It says the energy is gaining momentum. I feel like you've been working hard on something that has felt like it hasn't been moving. This could be a relationship or business. But I feel like it's about to, this is kind of how things work if you kind of witness anybody doing whatever it is you're doing, or, even in relationships, it's like maybe you've worked so hard for so long on something. It doesn't feel like a relationship. Let me get another card though. It does feel like business. Could be a channel on YouTube. What's new, or any of the platforms. Like you've been kind of consistent, very consistent for a very long time doing something here. And it's finally starting to pick up momentum. Okay. And it's like about to, this is what it's saying is like, it's giving me something, but you can't see what's in my head right now. But so I'm like, I'm just trying to say, yeah, see it, and then you can't. But it's like, so as the momentum is gaining, it's like a wave. Okay. So it's like a wave, and then it's like this tiny little ripple, and then whoosh, all of it finally. So everything that you've been working so hard towards is finally going to hit. I feel like one of my short reels is for you, by the way. You should go and check that out. But things are really about to start paying off for you here. And it says luck is on your side. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune on that. Everything feels very um yeah, it's like magic, or feels very manifested. And again, something you've been working very diligently and consistently on is finally going to pay off. But it feels like it's been a long time with very little result. A little bit, just enough to keep you going, is kind of the energy I'm getting. But there's finally going to be a payout that makes everything. It's like you realize why, oh my God, a payout. Stop it right now. The Ten of Pentacles. My God. And this is the card that was in the reading I was just telling you about. Yes, go check that reel out. I'll try to link it below for you. Of course, there's not that many, and you'll see it either will show the Ten of Pentacles in it, but it's like something is about to pay off for you huge. I feel like that's for you as well here, Aries. But again, this doesn't feel like something that has come easily or quickly. Oh my God, the whole reading is coming through for you. But it feels like something you've been working very long and hard on. By the way, this could just be self-love or self-worth, or healing, something like you've worked so hard on it. Weight loss, by the way, there's so many things coming through. It's like you've done all the work, but you've seen very little results. This happens to me every time I lose a significant amount of weight, by the way, where I'll be obsessed with the scale. And then somehow, I don't know what happens, I start focusing more on doing what I need to do to lose the weight rather than what the weight is, and focusing on myself and enjoying life. And then I'll look in the mirror one day, months later, and be like, God damn, where did you go? And I'll step on the scale and down 30 pounds. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's what I'm getting for you. And of course, this could be about anything. But it feels more like success, business wise, financial success. Okay. Something very that you've invested, I think, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of consistency in, with very little result, is going to pay off huge coming in your season, is what I'm getting. Okay. And that sounds like a great birthday present to me. Happy birthday again, gorgeous. We are moving right along to the sign of Taurus. I really want to go back because Aries, You guys, I do what I want. Aries, I just want to say that I decided to look on the bottom of the deck because I was like, did I short Aries on their birthday? That's crazy. And there is something about love coming because of the hard work that you've done. And it's like I'm getting for many of you, then that hard work that I was talking about is a healing journey. I do feel like there's a super a loving romantic partner coming in for you as well that's going to sweep you off your feet as a little reward for all the work that you've put in on healing yourself. Of course, I do feel like there's some financial abundance coming for that reason as well. And those of you that have been working consistently and diligently on something that has had very little fruits, I feel like a ton of fruits are coming for you. Your harvest is here. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I love you. And we're moving back to Taurus again, guys. Taurus, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you one of these Moonology cards or two. We'll see what happens. And there's one for sure, and I feel like that was the one that was just there. But if it falls out like that, I take it. I don't care. I always believe that the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, and I do feel like that could be a theme if you guys want to pay attention to the rest of the reading. For the evening, sometimes that happens where the each reading is just a little bit different with the main focus being very similar. Okay, so believe in the impossible and the energy is gaining momentum. Taurus, I'm getting a very similar business energy for you here. That something you've been working very hard on is about to finally start paying off. It feels maybe not like it feels like a manifestation, by the way. So not something you've been sitting. I do think you have it on a vision board. By the way, whoever I'm speaking to has a vision board. I can feel that. It's adorable. And it might not be the traditional actual, like, it might be on your phone or something like that. But anyways, whoever I'm speaking to has a vision board with some, it's like you're not doing the work towards it. You're not sitting in your living room hoping that things are going to just come to you. But you're also not forcing anything. I can't really decide what exactly this energy is. 6 of Cups. Okay, so many of you, this could be a successful business, or for others of you, I'm getting somebody coming back from the past. Taurus, it feels like a childhood love, a childhood crush. It doesn't have to be in your actual childhood. It could be like in your teens, 20s, even 30s, depending on your age. This could be in your younger years. Some of you, this is actually a childhood bestie or a friend or neighbor, somebody you grew up with. There was no, like, I don't think there's ever a mistake. I don't think you've seen this person since then, by the way, but you're going to connect probably either through Facebook or some serendipitous moment. And it's like whoever I'm talking to about that particular thing knows exactly who I'm talking about because you've thought about them several times, even thinking like, wow, how in my youth or my childhood, even, whatever age you were, it could be your teens, 20s, like I said, or your actual childhood. How did I feel such a strong connection then? And I can't seem to feel that with anyone now, maybe not even in friendships. This particular person is coming back and there was no mistake there. It was a soul connection and you've just not had a lot of other soul connections because, well, maybe soul connections, but most of the soul connections, 1333 when I said that, by the way, and there's something, I don't always look at the time on here. So 333 or 1333, you might want to look that angel number up anyways. It feels like, you've had a lot of lessons in, instead of blessings in people, in relationships. And so you were sitting there, I'm thinking, or getting that you were sitting there thinking about somebody from your past, wondering why that felt like such a strong connection or why you felt so safe and secure in their energy. And it is because that is a safe soul connection that is coming back around. Okay. But you did a lot of healing and growing, separate from each other and are coming back together now. Okay. Whatever that is, believe in the impossible. And I do feel like there is, for a lot of you, some huge success coming it feels like, believe in the impossible. It feels like a dream, right? Whatever that would mean for you. Becoming the CEO of a company, becoming a public speaker, getting a lot of subscribers or followers online. If you have a platform, something like that, it feels like something is going to finally break free that has been slow moving up until now. Okay. And yes, I don't mean on the clock. J Dubs. I mean, on the live timing, it was 1333. Oh, got it. I see what you're saying. Thanks, J Dubs. God, you're so dang cute. So Taurus, love you so much. Hopefully I finished that for you, and we're moving right along to the sign of Gemini. Gemini, hey there, beautiful. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We are going to get you some of these Moonology cards as well as some of the Light Spheres Tarot, just to get some quick messages from the divine, whatever needs to come through. Okay. All right, we have bring love into the situation and be bold and make the first move. Gem. Bring love into this situation. Be bold. This does feel like love, a love situation where you're trying to play it cool. Okay, I'm gonna take that. Let's find one more. Magician. Yeah, like you manifested something. It feels like love, a true connection. After a long, I'm getting marriage, but a long cycle it feels similar to the last reading, but where you had a lot of lessons in love, and it feels like this cycle you finally closed out some sort of cycle by walking away from something. I said cycle, and it sounded like psycho, and I feel like you walked away from a psycho, Gemini, if I'm not going to lie to you here. So I do feel like you finally released yourself from I'm getting like a psychologically abusive person. And I'm getting like you weren't allowing yourself to see the reality of this person for so long. So it was so hard to let go. But now that you're actually starting to see this person for who they are, um, you have, and maybe that was, I don't know when that was, but that cycle you've closed because of finally being able to see the reality of the situation. And of course, where where we allow what sometimes I want to say this, well, we only experience what we allow in this lifetime a lot of the time, especially in relationships, let's just say, because some things will happen that we didn't ask for or even allow in our lives. You can't do anything about traumatic events or things like that, but this feels like you didn't even realize this person was psychologically abusing you, or you didn't. It's like you couldn't walk away because you couldn't see it, right? I feel like you walked away before seeing it because something wasn't feeling right, or you weren't feeling good about it. You weren't feeling good. It was, yeah, but it was like you weren't still allowing yourself to see the reality of that person. Anyways, I feel like you've done that and closed that cycle out. And I do feel like there is true love here, or even loving connections in general. It doesn't even have to be romantic, but it does feel romantic for the most part. But it's saying here that it's like you're kind of, I feel like, what's the right word, jaded, or feeling like you don't want anything to do with love. I guess I get that. So I don't really know. I don't understand this message because I'm like, just don't go for it then. But they're saying that there's going to be an opportunity here for you to have true love, but you're going to need to make the first move, bring love into the situation. Because if it's just too soon, it's just too soon. But I don't know that it is. I don't feel like this was, because I don't feel like you should be jumping from this psychologically abusive relationship into another one. I do feel like you've had time to heal whatever this is. But I do feel like because of this situation, you're going to allow the fear of what happened there, what you weren't able to see until it was way too late, to stop you from this true love that's coming in. I want you to trust yourself. Whatever you learned from this past situation, you're not gonna unlearn that now, and things that you weren't able to see then, you'll be able to catch immediately now, red flags and things like that. So it's saying to bring love into the situation, make the first move here, just go towards whatever this is. Obviously, if you don't want this person, I'm not forcing you to go towards something. It feels like something that you would be really good for you. It feels like maybe a connection that could even be a friendship now, or that's going to start out as a friendship and you're going to be hesitant to have it be any more than that because of your last experience. Again, the message here is to not let your past traumas or experiences dictate your future opportunities. So not to let them ruin the good things that are coming. There's a meme coming or whatever they're called, a quote coming through for you, something about, I'm going to have to find it and post it for you, but something about rewiring your brain after something. And this feels like a very long scenario, or it could have been several different situations that you had to learn different or the same lesson over and over again because you weren't able to see something. This has happened to me, so I'm familiar with that, where you just can't see it. So the divine will continue to show it to you in different people, the same lesson, until you can finally see it. And I'm getting that here for you, but now you're too afraid that everything is like that, but it's not. Okay. There is true love out there. There is good people out there. There are good people out there. And once you've learned that lesson and healed whatever caused you to allow those kinds of situations, you no longer need to experience those lessons. I hope that makes sense for you. And this does feel like true love, whatever this is. And I feel like I got stuck on Gemini for a little bit there. Gemini, I love you so much. And we are moving right along to the sign of Cancer. Cancer, hey there, gorgeous. How are you? My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. And we're just going to get you some of these Moonology cards as well as some tarot. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got confidence is your key to success. I get this for you a lot here, Cancer, or similar energy. Is that doubting yourself is never going to help you. Okay. And then your hard work is paying off. I also love that. So confidence is key. Your hard work is paying off. I kind of feel like I got something similar to this on you last week about an opportunity that could be coming that's going to need you to, okay. So a situation is coming through when, it's just like for me to explain what I'm saying here is and like an actual situation that happened in my life where I used to sing karaoke, but I was very shy. So I would, I never had them start over, but I would face away from the crowd or things like that. Even if I was drinking, which I no longer do, but I would have to face away from the crowd because I was so terrified of the crowd, but I loved singing at the same time. Anyhow, then I watched a gentleman after many years of doing that. I watched a gentleman get up there and I could feel his like edginess or his guard was up. And he kind of kept blaming the audience or the karaoke guy for why everything was messing up. But the truth was he was just fucking terrified to sing in front of people. And there is something, and it was really unattractive, by the way, whatever he was doing, he was like trying to push it off on everybody but himself, his own discomfort. Whatever this is, you are going to need to work through. I'm getting solar plexus work, and I think I got that on you last week as well. I need to stop worrying. I'm getting, but I didn't even get you tarot, but that was at the bottom. But there's a need to stop worrying about. It's like I'm getting like you don't have the right to worry about a gift God gave you. Okay. And then the fucking 7 of Swords. Wow. It's like you're so, whew, baby. Well, this feels painful as fuck, but it feels like there's this opportunity for you to be extremely successful in something. But again, like you keep pushing people or feeling like, feeling so alone. I get that feeling as well. Feeling the need to hide the true you, or feeling the need to like, yeah, you're afraid of whatever this is. Maybe you're a singer because that did come up. Maybe you're afraid to sing in front of people, but there's something where you're like, I'm watching you like cut yourself off at the knees. I don't know what this is. It's a weird energy and a weird visual, but you're cutting yourself short here, and it's like you don't get to worry about, or you don't get to doubt the gifts God gave you. Okay. Because they're gifts. They're not something that you worked really hard on. They're something that was God given. Okay. And those things, it's like learning how to have divine confidence, or again, working on your sacral chakra. No, did I say sacral chakra? I meant solar plexus. Some solar plexus work. Also throat chakra while you're at it. And sacral chakra never hurts because that will help you to attract, whatever it is that you would like to attract into your life. Success here, there's a huge successful opportunity available to you, but you can see that there's a lot of mental energy with the 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Both of those represent thought. The swords represent thought or the mental space. And it feels like self-sabotagey. And it's because you don't think you're good enough at whatever it is you feel called to do. you're again gifted with this by the divine. So you're not only good enough, it's like you have a responsibility with whatever this is as well. Okay. No pressure. I love you so much. And we are going to move right along here to the sign of Leo. Leo, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. Here, we're going to get you some of these Moonology cards, followed by some tarot as well. Whatever needs to come through, okay? Okay, I have a song stuck in my head and I can't stop. I get it. But it's, let me see, we got be bold and make the first move. Okay, Leo. Feeling a little, something has you feeling a little shy. Could be love. Doesn't feel like it. Let me find out more. Yeah, now it is love. Bring love into the situation, and nothing is yet set in stone here. You feel like you lost an opportunity or missed out on an opportunity with somebody that you've never felt more attracted. Hey, Jeremiah, you've maybe never felt more attracted to somebody before, but you feel like you've missed out on an opportunity. It's saying it's not too late, whatever this is. Let me see if I can get some tarot on it. The Death card. Okay, so this could be a relationship. I feel like it is a relationship. Could be with an Aquarius or a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, by the way, but it feels like a past relationship that you feel like there was nothing tumultuous, by the way. I'm not getting any of that, but I do feel like there's a situation. It doesn't have to be an ex, but somebody that it's like I'm watching you kind of like walk up, try to start a conversation, nothing comes out, and then you run away. Don't know how, realistic, how that's the energy I'm getting. So it's like you were so close and you approached this person, or you were about to approach this person, and then you backed down or you ran away or something like that. Okay, but they're asking you, I'm getting solar plexus work for you as well. This does help with confidence. Okay, sometimes we get stagnant or stuck energy inside of our chakra system, and then it allows or doesn't allow us to thrive in whatever area that is. So you may have some trauma trapped in your solar plexus area that is causing you. So some solar plexus work, yoga has worked the best for my solar plexus. Other things I may use subliminals or meditations for, but solar plexus in general, they're doing some trauma releasing. If you do have childhood trauma releasing yoga is a really good one that helps with my solar plexus, or any solar plexus yoga. Okay. Also just doing things that are outside of your comfort zone, they're saying. So things that you normally wouldn't do. This means I'm talking about in person, by the way, because I was just thinking about a scenario where if you are in the public eye and you want to put something online that you're scared, but they're not asking you to do that right now. What they want you to do is go do something in public or in person. So something that you maybe go out to eat by yourself. Okay. Something like that, but something that would be outside of your comfort zone. They want maybe go sing karaoke or something like that. Sober, by the way. Something that would force you to face some of your fears is another way that we can help to clear that stagnant and painful energy in our solar plexus, I guess. Okay. That's what they're saying right now. But it does feel like there is something that it feels like love, by the way, something that needs to be revisited. And it feels like you need to make that move, whatever that is, in the love department. So it's asking you to get, also it's like I'm watching you do it again, like the same almost, or approaching somebody or almost getting up to that person and then running away. So they're saying, don't do it right now, but do the solar plexus work first and then be bold and make the first move in whatever situation this is. For some of you, this does feel like a past lover, that things maybe didn't work out because you weren't able to be vulnerable or honest with them about your feelings. So a need for you to do that solar plexus work, throat chakra work, if you would like as well, so that you can be more open and forthcoming with this person about your feelings. Okay. And we're moving right along to the sign of Virgo. Virgo, hey there, gorgeous. This feels like everybody's turning into love readings here, but that's okay. I've been trying to steer clear of love in these all signs readings, but when it comes through, we will bring it up. Okay. Virgo, my name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. And we're going to get you one of these or two of these or how many ever these Moonology cards would like to come out. We have nothing will come of this situation. Okay. Let's find out more. Your hard work is paying off. That's an interesting and kind of conflicting energy there. It feels like your head and your heart having a fight here, or your fears and your love having a fight here. Actually, work through your fears also there. Okay, so let me get some tarot on it. Okay, so I can't see them when they're that far away. Nothing will come of this situation. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, it's like something that you feel like is at a stall or a dead end here. It's like, I don't have to, because I'm like, well, I don't want you to be delusional about something either. Nothing is a dead end. I think that anything you feel called to do, there's a purpose within it. Again, maybe they're saying something about not trying to continue to go towards something because you're familiar with it or comfortable with it, or you know how to do it. When it's showing, it's not showing progress, because sometimes we don't see progress right away, and there is momentum being gained, but this feels like you don't feel called to do it anymore, and you're forcing yourself to do it because you're comfortable or familiar with it, or it was a dream of yours, but it no longer is. Whatever, by the way, that is, you've already received whatever you needed to get out of it. The reason why you were feeling called to it wasn't for what would become of it if it was successful. It was for what you learned in the process of doing whatever that is. I hope this is making sense for you. So I'm going to get some tarot on it as well. Something is over, but it isn't because you failed. It's because you've already received whatever you were supposed to receive from that. Yeah. So I'm getting like there's this need. Okay, then the Eight of Cups is about walking away. You're manifesting maybe this could be love. What? Let me just think about this in a love scenario. Yeah, there could be a relationship that is over. What I had just said, that you feel like you need to, well, again, I'm not a very, I think people think I'm heartless, but when I say things like this, because I like to just get straight to the point about stuff like this, but not every relationship everybody ends up with or ends up in is meant to last a lifetime. I don't know if any relationship is meant to last a lifetime. I think every relationship that we end up in was serving a purpose in our lives, and generally helping us to evolve to our highest and greatest self. Some of them are tumultuous, and that's how they help us evolve. And some of them are wonderful, and that's how they help us evolve. But then sometimes it's time to move on. This could be a love or business relationship, something that feels like you no longer feel aligned with it is the right word here. And then I feel like there is a dream of yours that you are now aligning with, but you cannot have whatever that is, business or love, until you've let go of whatever is no longer aligned with you. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you, but I feel like whatever you're manifesting here is everything you've ever dreamed of. Okay. Business or love or anything in your life, you can always use this energy for whatever is, relevant in your current life here. Okay. I love you so much. And we're moving right along. I hope that makes sense for you. And yeah, moving right along to the sign of you guys. Everything is feeling a little weird. My head hurts a little bit. And I'm sorry about that. I hope that the messages are coming through clearly for you. Libra, hey there, beautiful. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. I'm going to get you some of these Moonology cards. And that's it. I'm overthinking everything. Sorry about that, guys. Libra, what we have here is it's time to take action. And I love that for you. Is this something in Aries? Because it feels very Aries-ish. New moon in Aries. Did we just have that, guys? Or was that Pisces? I don't care. It's time to take action here in Aries season is what it's saying. And hold your vision. Okay. So I am getting that there's a need to get started here, Libra, on something. And then note, it's like I feel that I'm watching you get easily distracted from whatever this is. Okay, like if something doesn't become immediately successful, and sometimes it does. Okay. Something though, this could be love, business, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It's time to get started on something here that you've been feeling. It's like you've been putting it off, whatever this project is. Okay. It could be, again, a relationship of some sort that you felt called to pursue, or this could be a business that you felt called to start, a channel that you felt called to start, a platform of some sort. Don't really know what it is, but it's saying that it might not become immediately successful. So there's a need for you to hold the vision, the reason why you're doing it, and kind of continuously remind yourself of why you're doing whatever it is you're doing. And by the way, if this is something you have already started, or maybe even set aside. Are we in retrograde right now? Okay. I don't know if we are. I think we might be, though, because they just brought that energy to me, something that you had started and then stopped, gave up on. It's time to revisit it. If we are, in fact, in Mercury retrograde, and if we're not in Mercury retrograde, they're saying to revisit something you had already started, that could really gain momentum more quickly during the retrograde. And I don't really understand what that means. So please bear with me. We got the Four of Pentacles. And okay, wow. And then the fucking Chariot card, which is about taking action and about victory and about huge success. After a trying time, there was things that you were trying to balance out, is the energy I'm getting here. You needed to balance out. And the reason why something wasn't successful the first time around, it was because you still had things to learn about you or the world or something about that. But it's time to revisit it now. Okay. Is it Mercury retrograde, guys? Is anybody here with me? Because I do feel like now would be the time to revisit something that you had already started in the past, if in fact we are in Mercury retrograde. I think what I'm getting is that I've heard that you're not supposed to start something new during Mercury retrograde, but it feels. Oh, okay, so it's almost over. Wow, I haven't even noticed that we've been in retrograde. Usually I can feel shit like that really heavily. Mercury being the least of my concern, I don't ever want to go through a Mars retrograde again in my lifetime. That was god awful for me. But anyways, Mercury, I don't give a shit if I can't communicate clearly. I don't really care if my devices screw up, but what I can't do is lay in my bed for 2 months again. Anyways, guys, back to you, sweet thing, Libra here. It feels like there's this huge victory, huge win at something that you had already tried, but felt like you failed. It's like it's time to revisit it, whatever it is. And but I'm not tomorrow, okay? Like tonight or something. I want you to do the first step, whatever that may be. Create one little video on TikTok or whatever it is that you had decided you were no longer going to pursue. It's saying that there is a successful. This is going to be a success now that you learned whatever it. The reason why it wasn't successful before was because you had some things to learn. Okay. I hope this makes sense for you, but right now feels like the time to revisit it. Okay. I feel like things could really move quickly for you. And it's like, but don't give up. Hold your vision. Don't give up if you don't get 1 billion subscribers in one day. And it's going to start off a little bit slow. It has to. Algorithms and things need time to catch up. And I don't know exactly this universal algorithm as well, but it's saying that it's time to revisit something you thought you wanted to never revisit again because you didn't want to fail or you didn't want to feel like that failure feeling again. But unfortunately, or fortunately, we do have to learn from our failures in order to succeed. Okay. And I hope that makes sense for you, Libra. Moving right along here, guys, to the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, hey there, beautiful. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. Starting to lose my voice a little bit, guys, and I'm sorry about that, but bear with me. We'll get you some of these Moonology cards, Scorps, and then we'll get you some tarot as well, okay? And guys, I wanted to say, just to be clear on these, I love these all sign readings. I might try, I keep feeling called to do, but I'm a little nervous and I don't know why. Oh my God, you guys, Scorpio, I'll timestamp you accordingly here, but I do want to say that this refers to kind of that Libra reading I just did, guys, because I don't like doing collective readings because they just at the energy I used to get so stumbled up in them, and now I feel like I get that way in these all signs readings. So it might be time for me to revisit doing the collective readings instead of doing an hour of little mini readings, do a more like a 30-minute or 20-minute collective reading. And I think that might be the way I try to do things going forward here. But I have decided that I'm not going to try to force a reading every single week and that I will be here to do readings when I feel channely or when I feel called to. Okay. I just don't think that forcing myself to do readings when nothing good is coming through is a good idea. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. Scorpio, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader. And we have one card already for you, and it says be bold and make the first move. And that has come out nearly. This is why I'm saying I'm going to start doing collective readings, because the same cards come out for every single sign almost. And we could have been done 40 minutes ago and everybody got the damn, or well, we've only been here for 40 minutes, but everybody got the same message anyways. But conclusions are within reach here. Sounds familiar. And then it's time to take action. Also sounds familiar. And be bold and make the first move here in Aries season. Does feel like a great time to manifest, or to basically a great time to be ambitious. So if usually you're feeling less than motivated, I feel like right now is a good time. Even if you're afraid, at least motivated. I feel like you could at least feel motivated. And hold on one second, Scorpio, because I am going to get a drink of my tea. Because my throat is all of a sudden dry as a bone. J-Dubs, speaking of those readings, so if I do collective readings, then I might be here more often as well. Okay, because an hour or so is a big commitment, but maybe a little shorter reading, I might be here a few times a week, and I thought that could be more fun too. Okay. Hey, Scorpus, back to you, bud. We got the Fool card, and it's time to take action. Yeah, it's like something that is going to. It's a whole new reality for you, something that is unfamiliar. You feel green. Okay, is that the right word? When you feel like a novice. Okay, like you feel inexperienced in something, some endeavor. By the way, I feel like you're very experienced in something else, or it's like, let's say you've been at the top of a business, but you're moving into, well, you've been in that position for many, many years, let's say, but you're moving into something that you've never done before. Same place, probably, but does feel like a promotion, by the way, that you've never been at that level before, and you've been at the level you've been at for so long that this feels very new. It's like hit the ground running. I don't know exactly what that means. Here you are. Hit the ground running. Don't like own it is what they're saying. Like, own this new position, and there's a reason that you're being asked to step into this position, because you're absolutely the best for the position. Of course, this could be love now, by the way, and a need for you to. It's like maybe you've had a lot of sexual partners here, Scorpio, and I love you so much, but this feels like so. That business side of things was for some of you. A promotion is here, and it's time for you to hit the ground running. Don't try to like tiptoe your way into the position. It's just like get in and start getting dirty. Like, god darn, I don't know what this is, because now I'm going right into sexual partners, but feels very dirty as usual, Scorpio. I feel like you could have had a lot of sexual partners in your lifetime, and been very comfortable in that role, but I do feel like you have love here that is making you feel a little less than experienced. Again, I almost get that you want to where I can't really get this message, because it's like you're afraid to be sexual with somebody because you feel your feelings are too deep for them, or so deep, or you're not experienced, where you would usually be very excited or proud to show off your skills. This person has you feeling maybe less than experienced, even there where you are experienced. Okay, something like this. Whatever it is, it feels lovely in the love department. It is saying to take it slow and not to step into that sexual role with them at this time. Okay, to really get to know them as a person first, and let them get to know you as a person first. I'm just gonna say, because maybe I think, but yeah, well, you might be the best they ever had, but I think the reality is that the divine, or you, if the relationship is going to last, they want you to know that there's something there without that. Okay, because again, it's going to be hard to know why they love you because of how good you are, Scorpio. Not trying to toot your horn here, but it does feel like you're very good at what you do. It's saying they don't want them to get confused about why they're with you or you to get confused about that. So it's best to wait for that portion of the relationship as long as you can. Okay. Thank you so much. We're moving right along. And I need a cigarette. I'm just kidding. I don't smoke, but if I did, I would be needing a cigarette. Okay. Sagittarius. Hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. And we are going to get you some of these moon magic, or no, moonology. I think I've been calling it moon magic, possibly. Did I, JW said interesting. Did I just stop that reading? Because I got a little uncomfortable. Did I finish that reading? Oh, everything feels a little weird now. Okay, show the world the real you here, Sagittarius. And we're going to get more. A win-win outcome in the forecast. Ooh, I love that. Show the world the real you. Yeah, there's something here. And it's bringing up like when you try, it's like you're very wise or really good at whatever it is you do. It comes off as, I can't get this message. I'm so sorry, you guys. My head's all of a sudden kind of hurting and I don't know. But I get this message. Okay. It's something like, give me a moment. Okay. So it's like, I get this message on this card a lot. So I want to just explain that the energy of this card, show the world the real you, is like sometimes when we feel called to do something, let's say help the world heal or express the wisdom that we have about a particular situation. And sometimes it's because of our own personal life experiences. And sometimes it's because we were, I'm going to say ordained, or we were built genuinely to cover. I'm getting this cute fucking little girl that I saw, and she was like, I'm a marriage therapist. She's like 6 years old. And people are like, what the fuck does this little 6-year-old have to teach us about marriage? And if God built you for it, that's what you're here to do. Okay. But so there's something that you're very wise in, but it's also saying don't forget to share your stumbling moments or did I get this on you last week? There's a need for you to be more authentic with what you're sharing about the realities of the struggles in what you're doing. Something like that. Okay. It's like you don't need to overshare by any means. Although I think that when you are called to the public eye, or called to share your story, that's exactly what the fuck you're supposed to do. And I don't think it has anything to do with being traumatized. Some people say that like, yeah, trauma survivors overshare or whatever it is. Yeah, because we have a message to share. So we feel very called to share. And sometimes we end up doing that in the comment section before we have the balls or the ability to get online or to get in the public eye and do it. Okay. Something like that. Whatever this is, I feel like you don't share anything about your personal struggles in any of the things that you do. And I feel like they're asking you to get a little more comfortable sharing little snippets of your personal struggles that you've had along the way here so that where you are is more relatable to those who are trying to get there. Okay. I hope that makes sense for you. I didn't get any tarot, but I'm going to because a lot of stuff channeled through there. Yeah, there's something about you coming from either a very scarcity mindset. I got like 40 cards over here, Sagittarius, that I'm not going to take, but there's something about a scarcity mindset, or I'm going to say maybe you were broke, right? And maybe you're very well off now and you like to show that part of things to people. And while that can in and of itself show people that anything is possible, if they think that you've always had that, then it doesn't really give them courage to it's like there's something, yeah, there's a need for you to be more honest about where you came from or even the mindset that you used to have, that you overcame to get where you are today to be very successful like you are. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay, whatever that means for you, but there is a strong need for you to be more forthcoming, more transparent. Transparency is what I'm getting about the struggles that you have faced. Okay. in whatever it is you're doing. Is It's great that you're successful, but you are also here to help others succeed as well. Okay. And we're moving right along to the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader for the next few moments or so. We're going to get you some of these Moonology cards, Cap, and then we're going to get you some tarot as well, and just see what the divine has for you right now. Oh, I want to take this one as well. It feels like it was meant to be. A time to give rather than take here, Capricorn, and then look. Look is on your side. I'm sorry. It's not even funny, but it's so stupid. Okay. Luck is on your side. Oh, luck is on your side. It's a time to give rather than take. Okay, the more a fiery climax approaches, okay? Ooh, something that it's exciting, by the way, a fiery climax. Like the big finish. Okay, whoa. Capricorn, I'm not trying to get personal with you here, but what is this? Something. Oh, okay. So I'm getting whatever this is. I can't really, it's like the more you generously give whatever it is you have, and I don't think it's money, but it could be. If you have money or if you're in the middle, it's like don't give away all your money if you're in the middle of building wealth or something like that. By the way, whatever this is, the more you give, the more you're going to receive from it. Okay. I don't know what it is, but it's not just that you're going to receive, like I'm getting this very reciprocal, whatever you pour out into the universe comes back to you. And it really does. Of course, our intentions behind the giving is very important. So if we are giving to receive back from the universe, that is where we may end up in like the 5 of Pentacles energy, the 4 of Cups here. I was going to say 4 of Pentacles because that's the energy I was getting on the 4 of Cups. I got to figure out this message because there's something about not feeling interested in anything. And that's what it is. Like you giving whatever it is you have to give. It could be your time, it could be money. Because then I looked down and I saw this. If you have extra money, of course, I think it's always great to give to, I would say I don't love the idea of donating to charities, but to, find a local single mom or something. That's what I would do if I was going to give to somebody. Okay. But there is something about you feeling better about feeling less apathetic about life. What is this? Luck is on your side, a fairy climax. Yeah, it's like something about the more you give, the more you're going to receive. But it's not like you're being greedy, by the way. I can't get this message to be any more clear than this, but I do feel like for whatever reason, what I'm going to say is our intuition is always calling us to things. So if you've been feeling like you want to go spend your time at food, like, maybe even like a food shelf, donating your time there, or your energy there, or again, helping somebody that maybe you see is struggling. If money is what you have an abundance of, or if time is what you have an abundance of, giving that into, a local, however you can do that in your local area, is going to get you back to feeling less apathetic or more yourself, more like I'm getting like this is going to help heal your inner child. And I don't know if you came from poverty. And so maybe you have gotten to the habit of holding on to things maybe that you no longer need because you don't want to go without again. I can't really decide what this energy is, but there is a need for you to give something to feel better about. It's almost like you don't feel like you can do anything, right? Like you feel very lost or stuck. And it's like saying that generosity is going to help you out of this stagnant energy or this feeling. Okay. And then I do feel like things are going to start moving forward. Like this energy is stagnant or you're feeling apathetic. and this is going to unstick you, whatever this generous move is. Okay, honey, I don't really know, and I feel like I got a little lost there for you. I hope it makes sense for you, but if you've been feeling called to do something, maybe you're even feeling insecure about helping. The energy's a little strange, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to fit it out, but it's saying, yeah, you're feeling so apathetic, you don't even want to like go out and do this. Okay. I don't think you're just sitting at home, by the way, all the time. I feel like you work and you do, but there's something that feels like a lack of love or luster for your life or something like that. Whatever this opportunity is to give back to your community, something to donate your time, energy, or even money is going to help you release or move that stagnant energy. I hope that makes sense for you. Okay. And I'm moving right along. Guys, we're almost through the sign of Aquarius, and yeah, I think I am next reading. Be on the lookout for it, because I am gonna just try. I'm a little nervous to do what are those called? A collective reading, just because of my past experiences with them. But I feel called to do them now, so maybe even tomorrow I'll try my first one and just see how it goes. Okay, because I just can't get over the repeating messages, and it's like I could have literally done one 15-20 minute more thorough reading, and it could have resonated for every single sign. So we're going to try that. Hey there, Aquarius. My name is Melissa, going to be your tarot card reader, and we've got Show the World the Real You. Again, gotten that several times this evening, and it's about authenticity and not being afraid of what you were born and built to do. Okay, be bold and make the first move. Maybe it's because I just don't have a large audience, because it's like I just get the same. This feels like the message I got for you, Aquarius, the last time I did a reading for you, like some sort of rap opportunity or some sort of opportunity that you think it's like I'm getting you do it differently, whatever it is. Doesn't have to be a rap. You don't have to be a rapper, but something that you naturally do differently than other people, but you're trying to do the same way as other people because you feel like that is going to be more relatable. But the divine made you different for a reason, or made you to do it differently for a reason. Like how we naturally feel called to do something is how we should be doing it. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. Again, I have no idea what this could be for you, but it feels like some of you, this is in the music business, or it could be the way you write poetry, or that's not like, it's not the technical way and the steps you're supposed to take. There's no bridge. There's like, if you're writing a song, and it's like, whatever you feel called to do, it's for a purpose. And it might, because it's your personal way of doing it, or it's like, because it will feel more personal to you because it's just the way you do it. Nobody else does it that way. So then if it's rejected, it feels like you're in this. I'm like getting like, oh, I feel like I've gotten this on you before, but I'm getting like on stage butt naked, right? And then you feel like you're in front of the whole school or something. Because it is the realest and rawest version of you that you're going to be putting into this work. It's going to be very successful, whatever this is. But I want to say that people might step into or towards this, and then let it destroy them because they weren't quite ready for the backlash that comes along with moving into something like this. So yes, there is going to be an abundance of haters, people who don't understand the way you're doing it. You're doing it so differently. But once you get past those people, and hopefully what you learn from all of those people, which I think is what the purpose of haters are, is how not to allow the opinions of others to affect who you are or affect the way you show up authentically. There is something that's going to be very successful here, whatever this is, but you are going to have to get through and past a lot of opposition, or a lot of backlash, or a lot of people hating on the way you're doing it. And it's saying, get grounded, because there's a strong need for you to know who you are. And anything that we do in life, the reason why it's important that we know ourselves and that we love ourselves is because the world, if you don't know who you are, the world will tell you who the fuck you are. And it's important that you're ready to tell the world who the fuck you are. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you. And we're moving right along. I'm sorry, you guys. I started reading my chat. I love you guys so much. And yes, I know we get a lot of repeating messages and that's why I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to be doing just collective readings, or maybe I'm not supposed to be doing these readings, you guys, because I did think about that. I love my little shorts, reels, and stuff like that. I sit and channel those, and I love putting those out for you guys too. And always some powerful messages that come through on those shorts. But I always think like, are they being taken seriously because they're not like somebody talking? But it is what it is. That's what I feel called to do at this time. And then I'm like, maybe that's all I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm going to continue to try to show up here as well in these live readings, or I don't really feel called to put out any pre-recorded readings. I just don't feel like the energy hits like it used to on those. And actually, I always wanted to do the readings live, but I was too shy and too afraid to do them live. So I just don't think I'll ever do a full-sized pre-recorded reading. But I think I am going to try to start doing a little bit shorter collective readings instead of each individual sign, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, and we're moving right along to the sign of Pisces. Pisces, hey there, gorgeous. My name is Melissa. I'm gonna get you some of these Moonology cards, and then we're gonna get you some tarot as well, just to see what comes through for you. And prosperity lies ahead. And again, J-Dub, sometimes it's just because my audience is so small. It's like, so I'm only reading for a couple people, and then the message just kind of repeats because it's for the same people. But anyways, it is what it is, and we'll see what happens here. I do feel called to try those collectives, so we'll do that. And then Pisces, prosperity lies ahead, and I love that. I do love the sound of that. And then look at the bigger picture here. Let's get you some tarot. Yeah, something you've been working on long, hard, and diligently. Oh my God, I can't. So something you've been working diligently on, standing your ground about that hasn't really shown a lot of. It's like you're not unsuccessful, by the way. Something that you've been successful, but there's been like prosperity lies ahead. Look at the bigger picture. I feel like you're just not seeing how successful you've already become. Okay, something like that. I don't know what this energy is. It's like you've let me get one more tarot card, because I'm getting like you've stood your ground about something, or it's like I'm getting like you've continued. It's consistency is the energy that I'm getting here. Whatever it is you've been doing, I feel like you've been doing it for a long time and doing it the way you feel called to do it. I feel like you're already very successful here, but you're not feeling that way with the Four of Cups. Some apathy. Oh, and then the Four of Pentacles is under there. Look at the bigger picture. It's like I'm getting, look how far you've come. Look back. Look how far you've come from where you started. Okay, because it's like maybe something's felt stagnant for a while now, but you've had these bouts of huge success, and this is the getting like the ebb and flow of life. And in our kind of ebb, is that the right word? Is that when things are like low tide or something? In the lower moments, first of all, sometimes it has to do with astrology, sometimes it has to do with the season, sometimes it just has to do with what we're learning in both seasons. We have, the changing of seasons throughout our entire life, not just weather wise, but our own lives. We have ups, we have downs, we have different tragedies that occur, and then we have these moments of just, you can't even explain the type of bliss you feel. It feels so good. But I'm getting here that there's a need maybe to remember, well, first of all, you're still successful, and maybe something isn't moving forward quickly now, but you're already way ahead. And there will be moments of moving forward quickly again. Something about learning how to enjoy the downtime and literally finding things while you're not okay. I'm sorry, because they keep telling me something and then I don't feel like I'm relaying it fast enough and I lose it. But it's basically like in the moments of you not gaining a lot of progress or success, let's call it external success. These are little breaks from the universe for you to enjoy the simple things in life again, okay, where you don't have all the pressure of all the success. So I feel like you feel the need to constantly produce when you're successful and you're moving forward. And they're saying like, and then you try to constantly produce when things aren't moving forward at all. But they're saying use those times that they're where things aren't moving forward to I don't I don't want to say rest, because they're not saying like sit at your house and do nothing, but to start enjoying the simple things in life. There needs to be some balance, is what I'm getting for you. Okay. So get out in nature and look at the beauty of the sunset, the sunrise, get your feet in the water. Lay on the beach by yourself and listen to the beautiful sounds of the waves crashing and the fucking birds. It's so gorgeous. And it's so like those things heal your soul. Okay. So they're asking you to do that. Okay. That's what I'm getting for you on the down times. They're not asking you to try harder. The universe, this is what I'm getting for you. It's like a meme or something, and whatever those things are called. I hate when I do that. And it's like, the universe isn't asking you to try harder, it's asking you to trust more. So in those moments where things seem to not be moving forward, they're not asking you to try harder or chase, or it's like, no, it's they're actually giving you some space before your next big productive movement, so you can take time for yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you, and I'm gonna be done for the evening here, guys. I love you all so much, and I really do hope that you got some things out of these messages. J Dubs, you are one incredible human being, and we are so grateful for you here on this channel and on every channel, and everybody's so lucky to have you. And we would love to visit your channel when you get your own. J Dubs, of course, if you don't feel called to do that, don't. But Taylor, love you so much. Great to see you. Christy, thank you so much for everything. And I will see you guys very soon. We are going to try to experiment with a little collective reading one of these days. Maybe we'll try love. Who knows? But thank you so much for being here. And I will see you all very soon either way. Okay. I love you and have a good evening. Mwah.